Welcome back to our channel. Today is a beautiful day to dive deep into the absolute madness that just unfolded on The Bold and the Beautiful. Grab a snack, settle in, and let's get into the latest shocker that has completely changed everything we thought we knew. Okay, so I've been thinking about this, and my brain is just completely fried trying to process the latest scene with Melissa Dillon at Forrester Creations. Basically, we all knew something was coming. We knew she was going to get ambushed. The spoilers literally told us she'd get a fright at the office, right? So I'm sitting there watching, waiting for the disguised stalker to jump out, and my mind is already like a million steps ahead. I'm thinking, okay, it's Remy Price. It has to be Remy Price. He has this unexpected connection on Canvas. He has this dark history with Elektra Forrester, and he's the type to use a voice scrambler. It's all lined up perfectly. But wait, actually no. First, I should mention the setup of the scene because it's kind of crucial to the psychological, undertones of the whole thing. Dillon is in the Forrester Creations changing room. It's quiet. Too quiet. Like the kind of quiet where you just know a jump scare is coming. She's packing up her stuff, probably exhausted from dealing with all the Will Spencer and Elektra drama, not to mention hiding Ivy's massive secret about the stolen letter. So she's already mentally drained. And then, a shadow steps out. I was literally holding my breath. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. I was tense. And then the figure steps into the light, and it's Luna. Luna Nazawal. Okay, wait, let me back up. Luna? The Luna who we all thought was basically gone from the face of the earth? The Luna who caused so much absolute destruction and terror? I think it was episode 12 or 13. Somewhere around there when all the Luna drama peaked, but my brain is a little fuzzy on the exact episode number. Anyway, the point is... Wait, what was the point? Oh right, Luna is standing right there in the FC changing room. Dillon is absolutely terrified. And honestly, who wouldn't be? If the girl who basically terrorized everyone suddenly steps out of the shadows while I was packing up my lip gloss, I'd scream too. But Luna doesn't attack her. She doesn't pull a weapon. She actually calms her down. And she drops a bomb that I am still fundamentally struggling to process. They are twin sisters, separated at birth. I need a minute. Actually, I need several minutes. Twins? Really? I mean, we love a good soap opera separated at birth trope, but this one actually has me spiraling. Let's look at the logistical analysis of this. If Luna and Dillon are twins, that explains so much but also literally explains nothing at all. But then again, that doesn't explain why they were separated or who their actual parents are. Who made that call? Why did Luna end up on her path of destruction while Dillon ended up, eating out of a dumpster before Steffi hired her, but still relatively sane? Or maybe not. I don't know. Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed the way Luna looked at Dillon when she said it. There was this weird, almost protective intensity. Which brings me to the next massive twist. Luna says she is back to protect Dillon. Protect her from who? From Remy Price. Okay, I know I just said the opposite, but hear me out. What if Remy isn't the one who called Dillon on the scrambled phone? What if it was Luna? No, wait. Luna said she's protecting her from Remy. So Remy is the stalker and Luna is the guardian angel? Luna as a guardian angel is just weird. Really weird. How does Luna even know about Remy's underground dealings? Remy has all this past trauma with Elektra, and now he's targeting Dillon? Is Remy targeting Dillon because she's Luna's twin? Does Remy know the secret? My brain is jumping between 50 different theories right now. Let's talk about Dillon's psychological state, because this is the part that is really keeping me up at late hours analyzing. Dillon realizes in that exact moment that she shares the exact same DNA as Luna, the same bloodline. Luna, who has done horrific, unspeakable things. Dillon is standing there, looking at a literal mirror image of herself, genetically speaking, and she realizes that the capacity for that kind of darkness is literally coded into her genes. Is Dillon gonna snap? She's already showing signs of moral ambiguity, right? She knows Ivy manipulated Elektra. She knows Ivy hid that letter to keep Elektra and Will apart. And what did Dillon do? She kept her mouth shut. She justified it. Because she has feelings for Will. That is exactly the kind of slippery slope that leads to full-blown villainy. It starts with keeping a secret for your own benefit, and suddenly you're locking people in cages or whatever. I'm sort of exaggerating, but you get what I mean. What was I saying? Oh right, the genetic component of evil. I was reading this article the other day about nature versus nurture, and it makes me wonder what the writers are trying to say here. Are they implying that Dillon is a ticking time bomb? because she is terrified of her own sanity right now. She's looking at Luna and thinking, am I capable of doing what she did? And the terrifying answer is, maybe. Actually, no. First, I should mention the Remy Price angle again, because I feel like I didn't fully unpack that. Remy is dangerous. We know he has ties to the underground loan sharks, all that dark stuff that Elektra got tangled up in. If Remy is coming after Dylan, he must know her true identity. But why wait until now? Why wait until she gets a job at Forrester Creations? Steffi literally just hired her. Did the hiring trigger something? Did Remy see her name on a payroll leak? I'm going down a rabbit hole here, I know. And where does Will Spencer fit into all this? Will is already enraged and frustrated with Elektra waffling between him and RJ. He's been leaning towards Dylan, but if he finds out Dylan is Luna's twin sister, will he run for the hills? Or will his Spencer savior complex kick in Bill Spencer's son? Definitely has a protective streak. But protecting someone from Remy Price and dealing with a supposedly reformed Luna, that is a lot of baggage for a guy who just wants to figure out his love life. It's just, basically the whole dynamic at Forrester Creations is about to implode. Steffi is already acting like a dictator, forcing hiatuses on Hope's line, dealing with the whole Taylor and Deacon and Sheila mess. Imagine Steffi finding out that the homeless girl she took, pity on and hired, is actually the twin sister of Luna. Steffi will lose her mind. She will absolutely lose her mind. She'll probably fire Dylan on the spot, which means Dylan needs Luna's protection even more, because she's going to be completely isolated. But wait, is Luna actually telling the truth? We are just taking the word of a known manipulator. What if this is all a lie? What if they aren't twins? No, that would be too convoluted even for this show. They have to be twins. The emotional weight of Dylan questioning her own sanity only works if the biological connection is real. Dylan is terrified that she's going to wake up one day and just lose it. I keep replaying the scene in my head. The shadows, the quiet room, the sudden revelation. It's like something out of a gothic thriller, not a daytime soap, and I kind of love it, but I'm also so stressed about it. Dylan was just starting to find her footing. She stood up to Elektra. She refused to quit her job. She was building something for herself. And now this massive anvil of generational trauma and genetic predisposition to evil just drops on her head. And think about Ivy. Ivy is running around Forrester Creations playing Puppet Master with Elektra RJ. And Will. Ivy thinks she's the smartest person in the room, but she has no idea that the quiet receptionist she's been threatening is secretly tied to one of the most dangerous bloodlines in Los Angeles. If Ivy pushes Dylan too far, will Dylan's Luna genes activate? Will Dylan exact some kind of horrific revenge on Ivy? I kind of want to see that, honestly. Ivy deserves a reality check. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. She's been awful lately. Anyway, the point is... Wait, what was the point? Oh, right, Luna is back. Dylan is her twin. Remy is hunting them. And I am going to be staying up until way past my bedtime, every night, trying to figure out how this all connects. Because there has to be a deeper connection. Who are their parents? If they were separated at birth, who orchestrated it? Was it someone we already know? Was it someone connected to the Spencers? Or the Forresters? I think it was episode 12? No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe it was mentioned years ago in some throwaway line. Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed that whenever the show introduces a secret twin, it always ties back to a legacy character. Could they be related to someone currently on Canvas? Wait, Remy has an unexpected family link on Canvas too. What if Remy is their brother? Okay, I know I just said the opposite, but hear me out. What if it's triplets? No, that's crazy. That's too much. Or maybe not. I don't know. My brain is just moving faster than my typing right now. If Remy is their brother, then this is a full-blown family reunion from hell. Remy, Luna, and Dylan. The trifecta of chaos. And Elektra is just caught in the middle of it all. Because of her past with Remy and her current rivalry with Dylan over Will. It's weird. Like, really weird. The whole thing is just weird. But I can't stop thinking about Dylan's face. The sheer terror of realizing that the monster you feared is actually a part of you, that is some deep, psychological storytelling right there. I just hope the writers don't drop the ball on this. They need to explore Dylan's descent into paranoia. She should start second-guessing every decision she makes. Every time she feels angry at Elektra, she should wonder, is this me, or is this the Luna in me? Every time she thinks about keeping Ivy's secret, she should panic. Actually, speaking of going full villain, let's take a quick detour and look at Sheila. Because if we are talking about the genetic predisposition to doing unhinged things, Sheila is the blueprint. Sheila is running around right now, pretending she's walking away from Deacon and Taylor. But we all know she's brewing a massive revenge plot. She's spying on them, she's calculating. And that's the thing about true soap villains, they don't just snap, they calculate. Is Dylan calculating? When she decided not to tell Elektra about Ivy's letter, was that a moment of weakness, or was that a calculated move to keep Will for herself? See, this is why I overthink character motivations. The line between a mistake and a manipulation is so thin. If Dylan is Luna's twin, maybe she inherently knows how to manipulate a situation to her advantage, just like Sheila does. Okay, wait, let me back up again, because I'm getting sidetracked by Sheila. Though honestly, imagine if Sheila and Luna ever teamed up. The absolute devastation they could cause. But back to Dylan. We really need to talk about the PR nightmare this is going to cause for Forrester Creations. Steffi is already on edge. She just shelved hope for the future again. She's acting like a total tyrant. And she hired Dylan out of what pity guilt. If the press finds out that Forrester Creations is employing the secret twin sister of a known criminal, the backlash will be insane. Katie Logan and Bill Spencer would have an absolute field day with that. They are already launching Logan Designs and going to war with Forrester. Bill would absolutely leak the news to the press to destroy Forrester's reputation. And poor Carter Walton. What was I saying? Oh, right. Carter is dealing with Daphne and their potential infertility issues. But as the COO of Forrester, he's going to have to handle the legal fallout of employing Dylan if her identity leaks. He's already stressed. Everyone is stressed. The whole canvas is just one giant stress ball right now. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. There are some happy moments, I guess. Like Deacon and Taylor in their little bubble. But even that is doomed. Everything is doomed. Which brings me back to the changing room. The lighting in that scene was so specific. Did you guys notice the blue undertones? Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed it felt very cold. Very clinical. It wasn't the warm, glamorous lighting they usually use for the fashion house scenes. It was horror movie lighting. They were visually telling us that the glamour of Forrester Creations is just a facade. And underneath it is this cold, terrifying reality of stalkers, secret twins, and underground loan sharks.